Balancing a job in DC with an active and fulfilling lifestyle, that's the dream. Today, we're comparing Reston, Tysons Corner, and Arlington to help you pick the best place to call home while keeping that DC commute in check. So you've just landed a job in Washington, DC. Congrats. The big question is, where should you live to make that commute easy and still be able to take advantage of all the great things the Northern Virginia, DC metro area has to offer? Actually, my sons are going through this right now. My oldest is working for AWS in Arlington, and my youngest just got a job in Tysons Corner, working for a different company. And so while they're still at home, they're trying to figure out what makes the best sense for them, for their commute and their lifestyle choices. So we're kind of living this live right now, which I think a lot of young professionals are who move to this area, which is why I wanted to cover Reston, Tysons Corner, and Arlington, because they are relatively easy to get to DC, but they all offer their own unique vibe in terms of lifestyle. And you guys have told me that you love the city comparison videos, so I'm hoping this one will be just as informative and you'll love this one just as much. If you do, please share it with somebody else you think could benefit from it. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell, because we do weekly videos on what it's like to eat, live, play in this wonderful DC metro area, and you don't want to miss a video. We're going to be diving into the pros and cons of each city, everything from commute times to lifestyle vibes to cost of living and amenities. Whether you're looking for a bustling city vibe, or maybe you want more of a laid-back suburban feel, or maybe you want as much access to nature as possible, we're gonna break down these cities so that you can decide of the three, which one would be best for you. And if after I cover all three cities, they're still not meeting your needs, well, you know what to do. Reach out to us days, nights, weekends. All I need is your top 3 must-haves to be able to point you in the right direction on where the best places would be for you to live in the DC metro area. With that, let's get to it. First up, we're going to talk about the commute, because it is a major factor on where people decide to live when they move to this DC metro area. Reston is a great place to consider if you're looking for metro access. The Silver Line runs right through Reston, and it'll take you about 40 to 50 minutes to get to downtown DC, depending on where you're going. While Reston is farther out from DC than Tysons Corner or Arlington, it's quick access to the metro to get you to DC, as well as other areas within Northern Virginia, make it a great option for those who want a little bit more distance from the downtown DC area. Tysons Corner is very well connected and has many commuting options, including the Silver Line Metro, which runs right through Tysons. It'll take you about 30 to 40 minutes to get to downtown DC, depending on where you're going. And it is a major hub for companies. So a lot of people who live in Tysons actually work in Tysons, making it very, very convenient. And over the last, I'd say 4 or 5 years, it has grown so much. They've built in a lot of walk over the main commuter streets or highways, so that it's easy to get like from your house to the metro or to a restaurant or to one of my favorite places, which is the Galleria. It's a high-end mall that you can find some really top elite kind of en vogue bespoke brands that you can take a look and shop there. And there's also really great restaurants in the area. So it's definitely a consideration if somebody likes that high energy vibe with lots of walkable shopping and restaurants, but then can just hop on the metro or hop on a commuter bus and get straight into DC in less than 45 minutes. One thing I want to note about Tysons is the traffic can be really, really tough. So if you're not taking public transportation and you're trying to get through Tysons Corner, just be warned that if you're in your car driving on some of those major highways, it can be a bear, especially during commuting time. So keep that in mind. Arlington offers the shortest commute to DC of all the three that we're talking about today, with some neighborhoods just minutes away from DC by car or metro. With several metro lines passing through Arlington, including the blue, the orange, and the silver metro lines, Arlington is perfect for those professionals who need fast, frequent access to the city. It's really hard to beat Arlington if proximity to DC is your top priority. So now let's get into lifestyle and community vibe. Each area has its own unique flavor. So let's see what might be the best fit for you. Reston has a relaxed suburban feel with a strong emphasis on nature and community. Known for its abundance of parks, trails, and the infamous Reston Town Center, which I did a video on. So if you're interested in more detail on that, check out the video on our channel. The area blends small town atmosphere with modern amenities. It is a great choice for families or anyone who loves outdoor activities, with lakes, golf courses, and community events happening all year round. Tysons Corner is a fast developing urban center. If you enjoy a bustling environment with high-end shopping, dining, and entertainment, Tysons might just be the best option for you. While it lacks the same sense of community that you'd find in Reston, Tysons Corner's transformation into a live, work, play community is drawing more residents each year, especially young professionals who enjoy a city lifestyle but don't want to have to live in DC. Arlington has a true urban-suburban mix with a dynamic lifestyle. Neighborhoods like Clarendon and Ballston have that unique city vibe with trendy restaurants, bars, and shops just a walk away. Arlington is popular with young professionals, military families, and those seeking an active lifestyle close to DC. There's a strong community feel in Arlington with local events and a great mix of diversity. All right, let's talk about the cost of living, since that is a major consideration for everyone when they're looking to move to a new area. And just to be honest with you, and you probably already know this, I know I've talked about it a lot, it's expensive to live here. So, in terms of the cost of groceries, the cost of gas, the cost of rent, the cost of housing, all high in comparison to the average United States number. So get that out of the way, you're gonna pay more, and now it's just a matter of where do you live to kind of mitigate that high cost of living. Some areas are lower than other areas, and I would say the closer into DC, you're gonna feel that pinch of higher cost of living versus going farther south or going farther northwest, where you're gonna get a little bit more bang for your buck in terms of housing and also in terms of groceries and major staples. So just keep that in mind when we talk about these areas. In Reston, the cost of living is gonna be a little bit lower than in Tysons Corner or in Arlington, particularly for larger homes. You'll find a range of housing options here in Reston, from townhomes to condos to single family homes. And some of those single family homes have very spacious lots. You're gonna find a lot of beautiful trees and, a lot of walking trails and parks, which we already talked about, but that's the kind of vibe that you're gonna get in Reston. Property taxes here are moderate, and overall housing prices are more affordable than in Arlington, especially if you're looking for a bit more space. Living in Tysons Corner can be a bit pricier than Reston, especially with the influx of high-rise apartments and luxury condos. Housing options here are geared more towards apartments and townhomes than single-family home options. However, there are some residential neighborhoods nearby. While it's more affordable than Arlington in terms of rent, Tysons tends to attract professionals who want to be close to a business district. Arlington is going to be the most expensive of the three due to its proximity to the DC area. Real estate in Arlington is at a premium, especially single-family homes, and rent is also higher here. However, you're paying for the proximity to DC and access to top-notch amenities. So many people find the convenience is well worth the incremental price. Now let's talk about schools, a top priority for many families when they're looking at places to settle. And I will say, I'm not allowed to speak directly about one school being better than the other school. I will tell you that niche.com will have school ratings. There's another website called greatschools.org that has school ratings. But personally, what I like to do is go to the county website and look at the test scores and the rankings through the actual educational websites, because they tend to be a little bit more robust in terms of how they decide to build the algorithm that then ranks the schools. So you've got some options there. You can just Google, if you're looking in Reston, that's Fairfax County. So you would look at Fairfax County school ratings and you'd see what pops up, and you could take a look from there. I'll talk in general about the school systems for each of the three areas. So with that said, Reston is part of the Fairfax County school system, which is one of the best school systems in the state, according to Virginia's state school rankings. The community has some highly rated schools And Reston is known for its family-friendly environment with many community programs geared towards children and teens. Reston's parks, activities, and libraries create a well-rounded experience for families. Schools in Tysons Corner are also a part of the Fairfax County School District, so students have access to some excellent options. Tysons urban development means that there are fewer school options in the heart of Tysons Corner, so many families opt for housing options in the outskirts of the area. It's still a solid option for access to good education, but may not have the same school-focused vibe as Reston. Arlington has a great reputation for schools, with several top-ranking schools in the area and a mix of public and private options. The Arlington public school system is well regarded, and there's also a high level of diversity in educational programs. Arlington's proximity to DC offers unique learning opportunities, which is a big plus for many families. Finally, let's dive into amenities and activities because, as you would guess, each area offers a very unique set of perks. As I mentioned earlier, Reston is all about outdoor activities and community-centered amenities. With over 50 miles of trails, lakes for kayaking, and the popular Reston Town Center, it's perfect for those who want to be close to nature without sacrificing conveniences. The area has loads of family-friendly activities, so there's always something happening for kids and adults alike. If shopping, dining, and nightlife is on your list, then Tysons has it all. With two massive shopping malls, Tysons Corner Center and Tysons Galleria, you'll have plenty of options for retail therapy and fine dining. There are also more entertainment venues popping up as the area transforms into a major live, work, play destination. It is a great area if you thrive on urban convenience. Arlington offers the best of both worlds with quick access to DC, its great amenities, and its local charm. Arlington has excellent shops, restaurants, and bike trails, and the lively neighborhoods of Clarendon and Ballston. The waterfront areas like Roslyn also offer amazing views of the DC skyline. Plus, Arlington is always buzzing with events from farmers markets to festivals. Okay, so let's wrap up with a quick recap for all three to help you decide what area might be the best fit for your lifestyle. If you're looking for a peaceful suburban environment with lots of access to parks, trails, and community spaces, Reston could be a great choice. With its beautiful outdoor spaces and community-focused vibe, it's perfect for families, nature lovers, and anyone who wants a suburban lifestyle with quick access to DC. For those who want the perks of city living, think shopping, dining, and entertainment, but without being in the middle of DC, Tysons Corner has a lot to offer. With bustling energy and new developments, Tysons Corner is great for young professionals or anyone who enjoys a fast-paced environment with plenty of things to do nearby. If you want the shortest commute to DC, then Arlington is hard to beat. It has that true city vibe, especially in the neighborhoods of Clarendon and Ballston, with trendy restaurants, nightlife, and a vibrant community. Arlington is ideal for young professionals, singles, and those who want a more urban lifestyle with all the conveniences of the DC metro area. So, which area speaks to you the most? I hope that this video helped you narrow it down. And even if that narrowing down is none of them, well, that's okay too, because there are plenty of options for you to look at and consider when moving to the DC metro area. And I can help you do that, but you've got to reach out. So reach out anytime, days, nights, weekends, email, text, or phone. All I need is some key criteria of what your needs are, what your priorities are, and I can start pointing you in the right direction and give you a couple areas of where that might meet your needs. I've lived in the DC metro area for over 26 years. I've raised my kids here. I worked in corporate here, and I actually started my own business, obviously, here as well. So I can speak to all facets of living in the area and all facets of lifestyle preferences. So all you need to do is reach out, and I can help you find the perfect place to live in the DC metro area. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell. Again, we do videos every week on what it's like to eat, live, play, and have fun in this beautiful area, so you don't want to miss them. And until then, I'll see you next time.